Tensions continue to rise with America's favorite yentas. What the hell is going on with the lovely ladies on The View? For years, The View has kind of been like a butt bongo festival with no boys allowed. All the ladies pretended to get along. The whoopee cushion would play the boodle flute as the other four ladies sang passionate love songs. Whoopee, give me the reason I sniff your boodle breeze. For years now, the ladies on The View, they have seemed to unite as one. They bonded over the symptoms of stage 4 OMB. Orange Man bad! Have you ever been on a double date with your wife or girlfriend? I'm talking about a traditional double date where you and your wife are at dinner with another traditional married couple. I'm not talking about a double date with Bearded Betty and his wife Freddie. If you've ever been on a double date before, you know there is going to come a point in the night where one of the women is going to have to go to the bathroom. Instead of standing up from the table and going to the bathroom alone like men would do, the lady, she will speak feminese to your wife, giving her the signal that it's time to go to the bathroom together. For years, it has been the same thing on The View. When the symptoms of OMB were out of control, all the ladies, they would broom pull on the climate-friendly broom and they would fly together to Woke Memorial Hospital, where they would be treated by pretend doctor Jill Biden. One of the reasons that The View has been so painfully boring, it's because all the yentas agree on every single issue. It's the same reason that ESPN has become painfully boring. People were shocked yesterday when Stephen A. Smith and the grown man who calls himself Shay got into a cat fight. The claws were out. Shay was damn near in tears as he was once again losing emotional control on national television. People were legitimately surprised to see conflict in this marriage. People were surprised to see Shannon Sharpe, "Hey, it's me, Shay." They were surprised to see Shay emotionally lashing out at Stephen A. But when you think about it, it shouldn't be all that surprising. I, for one, was not surprised to see Shay emotional. I mean, we're talking about a man that carries a purse. And the purse, it doesn't belong to his girlfriend or wife because they do not exist. The purse belongs to Shay, who has a collection of purses. You know how most athletes have a shoe collection? Uncle Shay, he's got a collection of Dooney and Burke. He prefers to call them bags, but it's a damn purse. First Take, though. First Take was not the only show yesterday morning where emotional control was lost. First Take was not the only show that featured feminine yelling and screaming. For the third time since the election, the yentas on The View, they were fighting each other. And once again, Alyssa the Farrah Griffin and Whoopi Goldberg, they were the voices of reason. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video. And I could not think of a better sponsor because this company, they produce a fragrance that is guaranteed to keep the yentas away. You won't be smelling like the boodle breeze if you apply soap from Sugar Mountain Trading. Let me introduce you to Sugar Mountain Trading's Hillbilly Booty Soap. Actually, I got it right here. This right here is Karen's liberal tears in the self-righteous scent. If you are looking to repel the women on The View, Hillbilly Booty is the soap for you. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers big old manly soap for those looking to preserve their toxic masculinity. But one of the best items offered by Sugar Mountain Trading, it is their CBD lotions and CBD oils. No, it ain't THC. This is not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils, they are designed for rapid pain relief. They help increase blood flow, tapping down the pain and lowering inflammation. Basically, what it does, it allows your body to get out of danger mode and into healing mode. My wife used some of the CBD massage oil on her back and she felt better almost instantly. Matter of fact, I just applied some to her before I recorded this video. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, they are 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. I was actually surprised yesterday morning to see that the ladies on The View showed up to work. The week of Thanksgiving is usually a painful, agonizing week for parishioners and deacons at Woke United Methodist. This is usually the time of year where they apologize for their privilege. They apologize for those evil pilgrims confiscating land that belonged to the Guardians hundreds of years ago. But the ladies on The View, they were able to fight through their pain to fill the air with toxicity yesterday morning. Every morning, there is a segment on The View called Hot Topics. Now, this is usually the segment where they discuss the biggest topics of the day. A typical story during the Hot Topics segment, it could be the ladies discussing the angle at which the whoopee cushion hikes her leg to ensure maximum force of the boodle breeze. Or they could be talking about the actress over in England, what's her name? Meghan Markle. I think she's the one that accused the royal family of mythical racism because they didn't know that she was American or some bullshit like that. But anyway, yesterday morning, the topic of conversation during the Hot Topics segment, it was Donald Trump. Unfortunately, Big Red Joy Behar, she was unable to come to work yesterday. My inside sources are telling me that Big Red's at Woke Memorial Hospital right now. She is having pretend Dr. Jill operate on her rotator cuff so she can properly balance her supersized dome during the holidays. But the rest of the Yentas, they were there. The whoopee cushion, the great pretender, my favorite Yenta, the radiant Asuncion. The anonymous blonde was there along with the part-time Yenta, Ann Navarro. We haven't seen very much of Auntie Ann lately. Perhaps she has been in grief counseling mourning the loss of cackling Cam Harris. But she made her immaculate return to The View yesterday thinking that her job description was still the same. Demonize the Trumper, put fear in the lonely women in our audience, deploy woke boner words, dictator, check, Adolf, check, re-education camps, check. Auntie Ann was under the impression that the job was the same. Apparently, lost in the fog of the boodle breeze was the memo that was sent by the whoopee cushion. Dear Yentas, we are no longer demonizing Donald Trump. We are going into his second term open-minded, and we are looking forward to covering his administration with fairness and balance. As Ann Navarro was trying to earn her woke welfare, she was rudely interrupted by the whoopee cushion. In the midst of Auntie Ann demonizing the Trumper, the whoopee cushion cranked her leg and unleashed a thunderous breeze that overpowered the voice of Ann Navarro. The yelling and screaming ensued as the ladies were once again fighting with each other. Watch for yourself.
Because we can't do anything else except...
I'm not going to wait and see. I mean, this guy is told us he's a retribution. He's going to be a dictator.
What are you doing? Like, there's nothing to be done until you know what you're fighting. It's pissing in the wind doesn't help. You just get a wet face.
But I mean, what I'm saying is I have no false expectations that at 78 he's going to all of a sudden turn into another human being. And I'm not going to spend, I spent weeks telling people that he was apocalyptic. I'm not going to change now because it's still the same man.
Not treating every single thing like
I think that's when we lose credibility.
I hate to break it to Ann Navarro. I know she's worried about consistency. I know she's worried about losing credibility, but I got some good news for Auntie Ann. You don't have to worry about losing credibility because you don't have any credibility to lose. When did Whoopi Goldberg become the voice of reason? We have seen this a couple of times in the last week or so with Alyssa the Farrah Griffin. She has been involved in catfights with Asuncion, where AFG is the clear voice of reason. I can understand the great pretender appearing to be the voice of reason. I mean, for starters, she is the great pretender. She has the ability to pretend to be just about anything. But also, Alyssa the Farrah Griffin, she worked for the Trumper during his first term. She has been surrounded by common sense thinkers before. She has been around people with functional brains. So I can understand why Alyssa Farrah Griffin would be the voice of reason, but Whoopi Goldberg? The whoopee cushion? The same whoopee cushion who refuses to say the name Donald Trump? Say my name, say my name. Why the sudden change? Why are we seeing Whoopi Goldberg? I don't want to say that she's coming to the defense of Donald Trump, but she is damn sure preventing the part-time Yenta from demonizing him. Question is, why? I can understand why Anna Navarro would be confused by this. Since 2016, demonizing the Trumper, that has been standard operating procedure on The View. So why is that suddenly no bueno? Maybe, just maybe, it has something to do with the ratings. Maybe ABC has not only noticed the declining ratings on The View, but they have also noticed the rapidly crashing ratings at CNN and MSNBC. Maybe ABC thought we better get ahead of this. Immediately after the election, The View was pulling their highest ratings in years. The episode after the election that Wednesday, 4.5 million viewers, which was their most watched episode since Barbara Walters' final show back in 2014. The week of the election, The View averaged 3.1 million viewers. Now keep in mind, the usual negativity, it was on full display during that week. The ladies were pretending to mourn. They were pretending to be sad about the loss of cackling Cam Harris. You know, the usual garbage. Last week, The View lost 600,000 viewers. They averaged 2.5 million an episode, which is around their typical average for 2024. Now, 3 or 4 years ago, they were averaging close to 3 million. So maybe this sudden shift that we are seeing with Whoopi Goldberg, it is a response to declining ratings. Not just on The View, maybe it's a reaction to declining ratings throughout the mainstream media. The problem is, it doesn't seem like all the ladies are on board. Sun Hostin doesn't seem to like it. Anna Navarro doesn't seem to like it. Could this be the cause of the tension that we are seeing on screen? You tell me, is there tension on The View? Are the ladies starting to not get along with each other? Why the sudden shift? Why are we seeing Whoopi Goldberg damn near defend Donald Trump? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Best way to contact me is through email, btlkc84@gmail.com. I'll see you guys later.